Now, only one person in your group should set up the initial repository. Once that's been set up, the next step would be to take and have the other group members download the repository, which is going to be very similar, but a little different than how we initialized it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I copy the URL from GitHub, and then I'm going to move into Smartgit, and I'm going to create a new repository. I'm going to go to the folder browser. In this case, I'm going to create a new folder called madlibs git demo. I'm going to select that folder. It's going to initialize it as before, but this time I have no code in here. So before I do anything else, I need to make sure I set my username and email. So I'm going to go to settings, name, see Chris Spooner, email cspooner@Kearsarge. And hit OK. And before I do anything else, I'm going to go to my remote. I'm going to add my remote. I'm going to paste. I'm going to hit add. And we are going to pull our code. So fetch. And now I need to switch over to that new code. So we're going to go to our branches dialog down here, expand this, double click on the master, and we're going to check it out. At this point, all our files are going to be there. Unfortunately, there's a weird quirk in Smartgit, is that by default, it's going to assume that since the newer folder existed after the code was created, that all this stuff should be deleted. So before doing anything else, we're going to highlight everything. We're going to highlight the code. I'm going to right click, and we're going to discard the change. And now it looks like everything's secured, but if I go up here, I'm not showing non-changed files. So these filters here have some controls. The first filter here shows me any unchanged files. This filter shows me blue new files. Red shows me files have changed. This shows me files that are ignored. This one that shows me files that are assumed unchanged flags, nothing we really deal with. This is going to be skip files, again, something we're going to talk about. And then this also shows me if there's missing files. In general, we're going to use these three buttons quite a bit because right now for Madlibs, it makes sense to show your files, but later we're going to 15, 20, 100 files that you're going to have, including your artwork and assets. And it's not always going to be useful to show all your files. Usually you just want to show things that are changed or new.